Today we fished some strip pits here in the middle of Missouri. We were using these floating tubes here behind us. They are U-shaped and they have a nice little seat in the middle of them, so it really is like sitting in a lazy boy as you're fishing.
There we go. That's a better one there.
Oh, well, there goes the fish.
Yeah, I'd say just back right down there, get our stuff unloaded, be good to go. Fishing out of these float tubes is really awesome. You know, they're super simple to pump up. I like to just throw them in the bed of my truck, but even if you have a car, you can just leave it uninflated and then pump it up whenever you get there and you're ready to go.
All right, we're set.
Fish on. It's coming to you. Come here, buddy. There we go. Didn't take long. Not a bad way to start the morning right there.
So back in the day, these old strip pits used to be coal mines. When the coal mines were retired, they were required by the state of Missouri to turn into little fisheries. So now they're stocked and loaded with different fish, and it's a great way to catch a big one.
You know, we were fishing for largemouth bass today that typically don't get the same amount of pressure that you would out on the lake. So being able to get in these tubes and kind of float around and just fish truly wherever you want to is awesome.
I got the little ankle flippers. They have a little stopping point going forward where it helps project you a little bit better. A little bitty guy, but when you're in these tubes, they're all fun to reel in. They pull you all around.
So over here, I've got these bigger flippers on, more fin-like style flippers. Works really well if I just kind of turn my back to where I want to go. Pretty cheap, a good investment if this is something you want to do, because they're just going to help you cover so much more water. Got him. Well, it took me 3 casts. So I made 2 casts in there just before that one and got bit both times and just threw it right back in there and really let him have it that time, and he had it no problem. There's one right there. A little bit better one, it looks like. There. Just right into my hand, just like that. Another decent one. Just like how you want them to eat it. Threw it up there right on the edge of that grass line and just kind of working it slowly back, and that one just smoked it. He bit it and started swimming right at me with it. It's always a cool bite when they eat it like that. You can really get bit on just about anything you want to throw in these strip pits. You can start simple, like we were throwing today, a small Texas rig. It's pretty simple bait. You know, whether it's a spinning rod, a bait caster, whatever you want to throw, you can truly pick whatever you want to fish in these strip pits and get bit.
There we go. Another little bit of a size difference. Bigger than the last one I caught. This one came with a little bluegill in his mouth. Really what we're trying to imitate here, as you can, I don't know if you guys see that on the camera or not, but there is a little bluegill. But yeah, oh, well, there goes the fish. But there was if you guys could see it or not, there was a bluegill down in his throat, and really what we're imitating is going down these grass edges, throwing bluegill-like colors. Here's just a little, I'm not exactly sure what the exact color is, but it has a little chartreuse on it. And if you see these bluegills swimming around, they all have chartreuse on the tips of their tails. And same thing with that blue worm, just a different color, brighter color that really shows off what those bluegill have, because if you look on the backs of those bluegill, they also have blue on them too. So it's just another good imitator to catch these bluegill eating fish. So these strip pits, they're real narrow. So me and Clay can be side by side together and still be casting at the bank without casting over each other or backboating each other. So it's a really fun way to have a little camaraderie while you're fishing and fish new water at the same time. You're not fishing behind no one and you're not fishing in front of anybody.
There's one right there. A little bit better one there. He's mean. Over here. There we go. Ooh, splashed me right there. I like it. So what I'm doing right now, I'm taking this blue worm, a really light weight, an 1/8 ounce weight, and I'm just throwing it up here on the edge of this grass line. This is a Bass Pro worm and worm. A really good bait in these little pits like these, like we're fishing here, to just cover some water efficiently. And I really like this bright blue color. It just really seems to get bit whenever you're in these pits like these. And you know, a lot of bluegill around, a lot of colorful fish, and this just gets the job done. So a huge advantage of using these float tubes is these banks are super steep, so you can't be very efficient just walking the bank fishing for these fish, and that's where these float tubes come in so handy.
So with these strip pits, they're pretty easy to find online. Just look up your local area and then strip pits, and basically you'll find private ones, you'll find public ones.
They're liking this blue worm. Come here. There we go. Boy, I just barely got him. They're eating it. Boy, these suckers are mean. So in situations like these, whenever you're kind of limited on how many rods and tackle you can bring, I love a 7-foot medium heavy rod. This is Johnny Morris Carbon Light series rod and reel. And I love that 7-foot medium heavy because there's so many things you can do with it. You know, you can throw a small worm, or you can tie on a bigger swim bait or a spinner bait and just chuck that thing and still have the ability to do what you need to do with that. I like throwing 15-pound fluorocarbon. That's what I've got on this. Again, it's just versatile. You can do about anything with 15-pound. I knew there was gonna be some grass in these areas. Whenever I'm fishing around grass and a lot of vegetation, I don't like to go below 15-pound. But yeah, it's really hard to beat just a good setup, a 7-foot medium heavy. So we're avid tournament anglers. We travel all over the country and fish a lot of tournaments, but it's so nice and so refreshing to just get out here in nature and just, you know, go fishing. It's like we're going back to the roots today.
And being on these tubes, it's like hand-to-hand combat with these fish. I mean, you're right there with them. They're pulling you around while you're trying to pull them around. It's just a great way and fun way to catch fish. Maybe this will help a little bit, hold her a little close and straight on her. Hit my foot on the way down.
Come here, honey. Come here. There we go. That's a better one there. So we had an absolute blast out here today. You know, I definitely recommend just going and finding a strip pit wherever it is. You know, they almost all have bass in them, and it's just a great way to just get out there and learn.